It's the Trash Talk Tailgate.
Strong right slot, Z right. Spider 2 wide banana Z over.
You're going to call it like it's your favorite play you've ever gotten in your life.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Riley Puddin' Peters. With me, as always, I've got the doctor, defensive backs quality control coach, Preston Rowe. And this is the Trash Talk Tailgate. And man, oh man, the playoffs are kicking. And we've got a back-and-forth battle to talk about this week. It's the Green Bay Packers versus the San Francisco 49ers.
Classic rivals.
Absolutely, man. Classic rivals. This is a absolute legend of the NFC conference. I mean,
Yes.
The Packers versus the 49ers fighting it out in the playoffs almost feels as right as the Packers beating the Cowboys in the first round.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a tale as old as time, it feels like.
Yep.
But this one did not let us down. I mean,
No.
first and foremost, Aaron Jones was running like a man that hated the ground.
Yeah.
And that was great to watch. It was like he was trying to stomp it out because it talked bad about his mom, especially in the first half. I mean, he was letting them go. That 53-yarder was amazing. I just, listen.
We'll see that later.
Absolutely. It'll come. Don't worry. You'll see it.
Dude, like you said, Riley, Aaron Jones had 18 carries for 108 yards. You were kind of wondering, like, he was averaging 6 yards a carry, which in a playoff game, especially against a defense like the Niners, one of the best in the league, to average 6 yards a carry, dude, that's pretty damn impressive. And
For sure.
honestly, towards the end of the game, you were kind of wondering, like, why are they kind of going away from the run?
Yeah.
It kind of felt like they weren't running the ball as much as they should. Because for most of the game, it felt like the Packers were in control.
They were dominating with the run game.
They were.
And, I mean, I think the other big thing for them is that they were dominating with the run game, but it just wasn't touching the end zone.
Yeah.
That was another big problem for them. But that's kind of the thing about this 49ers team is, like, this is a team that is susceptible to big plays, right?
Yep, true.
But if you're not big playing them, have fucking fun driving the ball all the way down the field and putting it in the end zone against them.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you have to beat them with big plays. That's it. Like, they showed it. This 49ers defense, we just talked, I just gave Aaron Jones his credit for his 108 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He had an amazing game. Switch it back to the winners, dude. This 49ers defense showed that, listen, this 4th and 1 right here, the Packers thought that they could do it. They thought that they could, push their way into history. But this 49ers defense is ridiculous, and they said no.
Yep.
And that's just what happened. They were nickeling and diming them down the field, short passes from Jordan Love, strong run game from Aaron Jones and company. But when they got close, they couldn't do it. And I think when they go back and look at their game plans and study about what went wrong, I think what went wrong is the red zone for them, man. They kicked too many threes, not enough sixes.
I agree with that. The other thing that went wrong with them, and everyone's going to talk about the one big turnover at the end, but the Packers had 2 turnovers, and the Niners didn't have a turnover.
Yeah.
So, we talk about it all the time, Riley. The key to win these games a lot of the times is you have to win the turnover battle. You have to win in the red zone, both offensively and defensively. And you have to win on 3rd down. And the Packers, they struggled in the red zone. They couldn't convert touchdowns. And they turned the ball over too much. You cannot turn the ball over, especially on the road.
Yeah.
It's hard, man. It's
And
hard
let's
to
talk
win
about-
that way.
They turned it
Wide
over
open.
twice, but they also had 2 almost turnovers that kind of put them in bad situations. They weren't full turnovers, but one from Jordan Love put them in a really bad situation. They end up, not being able to do anything with the ball, have to give it back, and I'm pretty sure they scored a touchdown on the flip end. The 49ers did.
Dude, let's just shout out that dime right there by Jordan Love. That is a difficult throw.
Jordan Love looked good. He's looked good this especially in the playoff run. You know, all season he's looked wavering. You know, he's had games where he's looked amazing. He's had games where he's looked terrible. But in the playoff run, it really felt like he found his stride and he was doing what he needed to do. But this game, you know, even with some dimes, once again, this is a hard defense, man. This 49ers team is rough. It's the reason why they're the 1 seed.
Yeah.
And they got
absolutely,
you know, an extra week to plan for all this.
Yep.
We all knew Green Bay was going to win that game.
Did you see what Kyle Shanahan said?
Oh, no.
He said going into this game that about halfway into the third quarter of the Packers-Cowboys game, they started preparing for the Packers.
Yeah, dude. I'm surprised it took them that long.
Exactly.
Like, you know, I mean, obviously every team's always in, but nah, I'm surprised it took them that long. Yeah. And I mean, as always, the 49ers just, a little whiff there. He doesn't watch TTT. Get him dialed in.
He does not watch the TTT. Absolutely not.
But yeah, no, I think the 49ers are showing, you know, that ever-present stalwartness. They're always going to show up and do what they do.
Yes.
And, you know, you got to admire that from a squad, especially in the NFL. That's always an impressive thing to see a team. It doesn't matter the game, the pressure, you know, time of day. they don't do just great at 1 p.m. You know.
No.
It doesn't matter if it's off a bye week, if they short week. They've come out and they've done the same stuff.
Oh, Riley, the wheel route.
Oh, the absolute killer. Now this is a moment where everybody was like, no way. No way. No way they're going to do it.
The fake screen wheel. Oh. That is, oh.
I mean, they had murdered the screen all day.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God. Wait, I didn't see that in the game.
What?
No way. Watch him.
Yeah.
He's about to point. Look, he's like, he's open. He's open.
Well, dude, Riley, look. This is why he's sewed open. This is why he's sewed open. So watch this. Look at both defenders. Yeah. Both of those defenders bite hard on that screen.
And this dude also did. This safety also bit too. They don't give us any good angle in this film, but they did. They showed it in the game.
Yeah.
This safety was here.
Yes.
And at the very beginning, I mean, he got all the way here. So, like, everyone bit.
Yeah,
they bit like it was the best-looking sandwich they've ever seen in life. A Scooby-Doo sandwich, some would say.
Yep.
That's what we'll start calling these kind of plays. Those are Scooby-Doo sandwiches. And see how hard you bite.
Oh.
And, I mean, great catch. Great catch. Toe taps.
Yep.
He said, my name is Toe Tap Tony for this one. I'm going to make sure I secure it. Look, safety falls down and everything, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man. Great play. I mean, great play calling. Yeah,
great play calling. I mean, Riley, I know how much fucking wheel routes terrify you.
Yeah. I mean, we even consider that a wheel route. He just hit.
I mean,
he doesn't do any wheel. He just goes.
Yeah.
Oh, they just showed it. No, they were about to show it. Because he's a little too far. Yeah. Jordan Love was feeling confident after that 1 yard he gained. I mean, like, he takes a little bit of a wheel step, but it's not even like he just boop.
Well, he's gonna pretend to block for the screen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's almost pretending to block.
He didn't have to pretend to block because they just fucking bit.
I mean, that's fair, but you know, you got to have the acting for the teams that play good defense. I'm just kidding.
That's true.
Hey, no, I mean, this was like, I think this is what I said when it happened. If you ever played NCAA football, like 13 or 14, they had the set-up play mechanic.
Yes.
Where if you ran two plays that were related to each other, like if you ran one enough, you would set up the other, and it would just cause a bite, essentially. Yeah. And that's what that looked like. Like,
no, it did.
They ran that screen so many times that when they ran it this time, it wasn't a screen. And you just, I mean, you're like, where, you know?
The classic one for you, Riley, that I know all too well is the power play, and then the play action power O off of that.
Yes, sir. That is an absolute classic.
It is an absolute classic. If I can get the tight end on a fucking corner out.
Dude, an easy tight end corner, and if you cover the tight end corner, I got my wide receiver hitting a streak behind him. Yep. Just in case.
Yep. It's dirty.
But this play right here. Now, up until this point, it kind of felt like the Packers were going to do it. Yep. The 49ers just hadn't really found anything. Not since, before halftime. You're more than halfway into the third quarter. It's been kind of a slosh. The Packers just scored a big one on you, and it hurt.
Yeah.
But what happens? C-Mac happens, baby.
Christian McCrafty.
Straight up, that's a good run. That's a hard run. That's a smart run. He's a smart runner. He goes right up the middle.
Real lunch pail kind of guy.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I mean,
dude,
look at this. Look at it.
Dude, you know what this play was?
What?
This was the old LSU toss play, like 26 toss. Typically on a toss play, you want to hit it outside. You want to bounce it. But this is the old LSU 26 toss play where you're gonna pretend to bounce it and then you're gonna hit it right up the middle. And dude, look at the tight splits by the receivers. Look at the fullback. Just look how condensed everything is.
Honestly, I'm seeing, from what I'm seeing right here, I think this is the initial lane.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what this look like. This is the accidental lane.
Mm-hmm.
This is Christian Craftery.
Yep.
Seeing the angle and just taking it. Because you see this dude, obviously we're in a pause, but you can tell by his legs, he is going this way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And only
his
guy
base
that
is not solid. He has bad base.
This is it. This 3-4 is the only guy that can fucking really get him.
Yes.
But he sees 2-6 and he's like, I got to make one play.
Oh, look at that block by Brandon Ayuk on the backside too.
Yeah, and Brandon
coming
Ayuk
out of nowhere.
That was a big play for him. He kind of had a rough day.
He did. He was getting frustrated with Purdy.
Yeah, you could tell he was having not the greatest. Now I thought this right here, I was like, I didn't know how to feel about that. That was crazy.
Dude, that is just straight hustle. Because if you watch the replay, that man is hauling.
Yeah. They don't give us the good replay where they show you where the dude comes from that gets it. But he's
from the backside.
He's literally the only dude. He was the only white jersey and 5 red jerseys right there. Everyone else was either all the way over on the sideline or behind him. He was the only dude that was in position to get the ball where it fell, and he did it.
He did it, dude.
So,
You have to give him credit.
Yeah, Jackson, Nixon got lucky right there. Eric Wilson coming in with the save.
That's another good throw by Jordan Love.
Nah, Jordan Love, man, he was making some good throws. It really, as much as people want to pick on Jordan Love, he did throw 2 interceptions, but
he did. You can't do that. But he is young. This was the youngest team in the playoffs, and
even younger than the Texans.
Yeah, dude.
Which is crazy when you think about how young that team is.
Yeah. You like this Hunter Renfrow special right here, Riley?
Dude, not only is the Hunter Renfrow special, it's the let's give it to the tight end Hunter Renfrow special.
Exactly.
That was a good route. That was a smart route. Hard route.
And then Aaron Jones wide open for the 2-pointer.
Yeah, a little bit of wide open out of the backfield. Why don't you?
Oh, how do you let Aaron Jones slip out like that, dude? That's just bad. Oh.
Now, this was lucky. Brock Purdy got lucky. He should have had the pick there.
He should have.
And then, from here, you're like, all they got to do is hang on, right?
Exactly.
The Packers just got to hang on.
Yes.
And bloop, they couldn't. They couldn't hang on. Dre Greenlaw.
Dre Greenlaw.
That's a linebacker. By the way, Jordan Love had 2 interceptions. Dre Greenlaw had 2 interceptions. That's a linebacker, dude.
He also has to learn just to go down.
Yeah, but, that's almost like a lineman getting an interception. Like a guy like Dre Greenlaw. He is a linebacker. Linebackers do get interceptions, but not him specifically, Like, he's not that guy. So, I give him, on that first one, I give him a little bit of excitement.
Yeah.
You get to be a little excited and just be like, where am I going? Where am I going?
But that second one was bad, dude.
He was just like, ah. Not now.
Let's see. 52-yarder.
52 episodes of the TTT he's watched.
Let's
Put him through this
go,
time.
Dude.
He went through, in between missing that first kick and this kick,
Yeah.
he went through and binged our entire content schedule.
He did, dude.
He went and watched everything.
You fucking love to see it.
He put it all on 2x speed.
Oh!
Dude, if he would have got a pick off of that, how heartbreaking is that?
Yeah.
And then a little bit more C-Mac.
Christian McCaffrey. Dude, Christian McCaffrey had 17 carries for 98 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah,
And the
it should have been an
Packers
easy
did a
100.
good job of shutting him down. You have to give their defense credit.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, it should have been. It should have been an easy 100. Honestly, they're the way they shut him down early is the only reason he didn't have over 100 yards.
Also, Brock Purdy played well, but that throw was not one of them. He just kind of threw up a prayer, and Jawan Jennings answered on that one.
Listen, dude.
He kind of threw it into triple coverage, and Jawan Jennings just kind of bailed him out.
Brock Purdy be throwing hospital balls.
Yeah.
You heard it
Look
here
at Aaron
second.
Jones. You
Look
kind
at
of
Aaron
felt
Jones.
after this run, you were kind of like, okay, the Packers have a really good chance to win this game if they can just hang on.
If they can get any kind of points here, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, a field goal, a touchdown, something, nothing,
The hurdle.
something.
Yep.
Wilson, he says, I'm here.
And then 3rd and 9.
You're like, where are you throwing, Brock?
Yeah.
And then this is it. I mean, this is an easy one. 41 yards. This is, like, just easy, right? Oh, apparently not.
Doesn't watch the TTT.
No, sirree. Not an easy one. You got to make those.
You have to, dude. Oh.
And then, I mean, all the 49ers had to do was score, which is, kind of a crazy statement for the NFL. But when you have a team that went 12-5, up to this point, who
That's a good
has
throw. That's a good throw.
Yeah, there's a good Ayuk. That one made him feel better by the end. But no, when you have a team that's been so consistent and all they have to do, you gave them 6 minutes and 12 seconds to just score a touchdown.
Yep.
And, I mean, shouts to Kyle Shanahan, shouts to Brock Purdy, the team putting it together in the time where it mattered the most. It didn't matter how much miscommunication, struggle they'd have. All of that was gone, and in this 6 minutes, they put together a drive that you were like, okay, I mean, that's a Super Bowl winning drive.
Yeah.
If they can keep doing that, there's not many people that are going to stop them.
Christian Crafty.
Especially with hard runs like that, smart runs like that, dude.
Fucking, I do think kind of a storyline of the playoffs, not just this game, but of a few other games this weekend as well, was these teams that were underdogs, going on the road, like and then in the Bills' case, the home team. Whenever you have a team that was so good in the regular season and is so historically dominant, and you have a chance to bury them, you have to fucking bury them.
Yeah.
Because they'll come, because they're the other, the 49ers, the Lions this year, and the Kansas City Chiefs, they all know how to win football games. They all know how to grind out wins. So when you have a chance to bury them and put them in the ground, you have to. And
I will say, the Packers were, I mean, what, a few plays short of making the end what no one thought would ever be a case at the beginning of the season of an NFC North NFC Championship game. Think about that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Think about how fucking close to that we got when at the beginning of the season, you might as well have said that fucking all of those teams. I mean, the Lions were the only ones where everybody's like, hey, this team could be damn good. But besides that, I don't know.
I mean, dude, if Jordan Love hadn't gone full Brett Favre at the end,
yeah, dude,
he channeled his inner Brett Favre. Like, that was just a bad throw across his body. You cannot do that. He could have scrambled and gotten a few yards and just that's a play from a young quarterback that he'll learn from. But like at a certain point at that time in the game, you have to take care of the ball first and foremost.
For sure.
Like just live to play another down. Just live to play another play. Don't force something into triple coverage across your body off your back foot. That was a vintage Brett Favre throw right there.
Absolutely, man.
And also, dude, I've been critical of him in the past, but you want to hear a crazy Kyle Shanahan stat before we go?
What's crazy Kyle Shanahan?
So before this game, is if you watch the show, you know I can be very critical of Kyle Shanahan. Before this game, the 49ers under Kyle Shanahan were 0-30 when trailing in the fourth quarter by at least 5 points. So 5 points or more. There's 0-30, which if you're this great offensive mind, shouldn't be a real stat. Like, you shouldn't have that kind of problem coming back from a one-score game in the fourth quarter if you're this great offensive mind. But now Kyle Shanahan got his first win when he was down by at least 5 points in the fourth quarter. So shout out to him.
Sometimes you got to take the lid off the basket. He's now
1-30 in those situations. So good for you, Kyle Shanahan. Dude, I think the story of this game, dude, is just turnovers. Yeah. And like you said, the Packers not converting in the red zone and the Niners forcing them to kick field goals.
Yep. I think that, at the end of the day, that really is the difference, man. Like that the one turnover downs early in the game and then just making them kick field goals in the first half, those are, to me, the obvious difference makers for this game.
I agree.
All right, man.
I 100% agree.
Well, the 49ers did pull this one out 24-21, and they're going to move on to the NFC Championship. But we're going to move on to our next episode. You should come and watch. While you're at it, like, comment, subscribe. Keep following the TTT. We're going straight to the Super Bowl and on to the offseason. Keep with us. This train's keep on rolling. But I'm Riley Puddin Peters, and with me I got the doctor. But for this episode, we got to clean up and get out of here, y'all. Peace.